We're not waiting for opportunity, we create an opportunity. We're not waiting for opportunity, we create an opportunity. What's your net worth? What's your net worth? What is your net worth? So last time we talked about cost of goods sold, and before that we talked about revenue. These are items that you'll find on a financial statement that is called the net income statement, also known as a profit and loss, where you would get a company's overall net worth for a period of time. So right now I want to talk about operational expenses. Operational expenses are incurred through a business daily activity. So these are expenses that are incurred on a business daily activity. So these are examples of rent on a building, employees, a vehicle, marketing, advertisement. These are things that you'd be charged for daily or monthly, but these are activities that are expensed by the company. These things are not directly tied with the product or revenue or service, but these things help with the daily activity of for the company overall. To me, operational expenses should scale your business. If that's monetary or time, monetary meaning financial, or time, some way or another, it should scale your business. They say that operational expenses should be 60 to 80% of your gross profit. Your gross profit, again, comes from revenue minus cost of goods sold, which gives you your gross profit. And then after that, after gross profit, then you would minus your operational expenses, which would give you your operational profit. Your operational profit is the midline before you get to your overall net worth. So when they say 60 to 80%, they mean like industry-wise, depending what industry you're in. Usually people try to be anywhere between 60 and 70% of operational expense or lower, because it just makes your company have stronger, more value, show you have more control over your expenses, and that your expenses that you choose are helping your company. You're showing the strength of your organization that way. The higher the expenses that they start to go 80% or up, or even 70, over 75, the way your company looks, doesn't look strong and sturdy, while the lender is looking at it or somebody who may want to invest. So a lot of people try to get their operational expenses to be 60% of their gross profit. So when you look at operational expenses for organization, because I've been saying to everyone, hey, we got to look at ourselves like an entity. We have to see ourselves like an entity. An entity on a financial statement called profit and loss and net income statement, it looks at its net worth, right? So you can look at yourself, what's your self-worth? And you can take some of these components that I've been telling you and just bring it to yourself as an individual. Because a business is an entity, we're considered entities. We all have social security numbers, right? Well, we're supposed to, especially if we're moving about here and there. And this social security number ties to many things to us, right? That shows our overall value of who we are, if you really want to think about it. It's an account number at the end of the day, right? We call it identification number. Account number is identification number. Same things, right? So if operational expenses are incurred by business daily tasks and activities, and I'm telling you, I feel that those things should help push revenue to be gained. What are you doing with your daily activities to help create more revenue? And let me give you an example, what I mean with the business structure of it. So a business has employees, wages, right? You have wage, you pay employees. Employees, if you're one person and you're doing multiple things in this organization or this company that you started, you're limited on how you can scale your business and where you can go with your business because your hands is in everything. So you can't focus on certain components that could scale your business to another place or another level, I should say. Or you're doing so much in your business, you don't have time for anything else or time that you want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So you may hire an employee to work for you to do your services that you provide through your organization. Or you may hire someone to help you with parts of it that you don't want to focus on, or that's not your specialty, for them to focus on it to help you get the information you might need, or to generate more income by generating more sales, or again, just by giving you the time you need so you don't have to be concerned with that, right? So this is helping either your time for you as a business owner, or it's helping bringing you more revenue. Because if you hire someone, say you're doing lawns, right? You're mowing lawns. You have all these houses, complexes. You can't do it all. Or if you do, you're not going to have no time for yourself. Or how can you scale to another complex? You got to hire a couple guys, right? Train them how you do the process, how your organization handles it, how your company does it, what separates you from the rest. And they go do that in this other area. 2 of them, they take care of this complex. You got another 2 taking care of this complex. And you may be with another guy. Now you have 3 complexes of contracts that you have. Come on, right? Or you may just get an extra guy so you don't got to do everything and you can be done faster during the day so you can have more time for yourself or more days for yourself. It just all depends, right? What's more important to you, the monetary, financial, or the time? How are you creating this? And that's where, to me, operation expenses can scale your business if you make the right choices with it. So this is how I feel it goes together with, as an individual person. What are you doing on your daily activities? Is your daily activities costing you, or expenses that you don't need, or expenses that are draining your financial funds, or taking away from your time, where you could be doing something more productive or spending more time with yourself? Listen, I talk about Self-Day. Self-Day came to me because it's something that we all need, right? Financial and mental. We need both of them. Self-Day, when you want a self-day to rejuvenate yourself, if that's mentally, physically, emotionally, or just to do something new, you got to be able to afford that day off, right? If that's CTO or PTO, you got to be able to afford that day off. If you can't afford that day off, you're going to lose money that day. But you need that self-day in order to bring yourself back to a better level, or bring yourself higher, or to handle something that's more important for you, yourself, right? So the more self-days you have is the more wealthier you are. So the more we can generate more opportunity for ourselves to create more financial income and more time without, is the more self-days we can have, is the more wealthy we are. So this is where the self-day comes in for me. Because I want self-day every day. Not just the weekends, not just holidays, not just the days I have if I'm taking off of work. I think I want self-day every day. And that's what I'm pushing for. I'm not trying to wait till I'm retired. You know what I'm saying? I'm not waiting for those things for self-day. I'm trying to generate this self-day sooner than later so I can live it every day. Have my day to myself or how I want it. So again, how are you dealing with your daily tasks to help you gain more self-days? to give you more time to yourself, that's still going to give you more income to yourself, that you can take care of your bills and take care of your lifestyle, right? Because when you take the day off, you still get paid those 8 hours. So those 8 hours are already accoladed, right? The 40 hours a week, or if you get paid weekly or bi-weekly, 80 hours, whatever it is, you've already put it towards whatever bill is going to be paid. So bills are going to get short, or money's going to be short, or savings are going to be short, investment's going to be short if you don't have that money. So how are you creating that with your daily activities to make sure that either can grow or doesn't stop? How can you scale yourself to get there if you're wasting so much on what's not needed? And I don't mean wasting in a place where you can learn something new. You know, you got to go through the hurt pains of it, the growth pains. I mean just wasting because like I'm trying to create memories. I agree with creating memories. I'm big on it. But how many of the same memories you going to keep trying to make reoccur? The same particular one? No, that's not what that is. That's just you lacking self-discipline, self-control for the bigger level. You can't see beyond that. You know, I used to be that one. I couldn't see beyond the clubs. I couldn't see beyond that. I couldn't see beyond the jewelry. I couldn't see beyond the cars. You know what I mean? I couldn't see beyond the parties. I couldn't see beyond just the cash in my hands. I was stuck in that. Until I started seeing, whoa, there's a bigger level up than that. You know, there's a time and place for that, and there's a time and place to elevate. You know what I mean? When are you going to do that? And now one way for you to do that is to change your habits. Your habits is your daily activities that you do, your daily tasks, the things that you do daily that cost you or expense to you. And is it worth the expense? It might not be. And some of us don't realize that. And that's why our gross profit margins diminish once we get a check. Once we get a check. Once that check comes in, your wages, or when you get your business check come in, it's gone because your daily expenses of your daily habits eat it up. So I'm just saying, man, take a look at your operational expenses. You know, operation expenses for a company, it's incurred by its daily activities. What are your daily activities that you're doing? Is it help to scale your business? Is it putting money back? Like I said, if you had an employee and you're a company, you may have a sales department. You may have an accounting department. You might have a service department. Service department so you can get to other places multiple times to bring in multiple income for multiple clients. You might have a sales department to grab more clients, right? You may have an accounting department so they can tell you the information and bring it to you so you can look at your financial statements and at your to see where you are, where you're going, if everything's measuring up, your forecasts and, you know, your business ideas. But they're helping for you to go further with your revenue, to build that gross profit. So imagine if you keep those same things and the gross profit is growing. So that means that's getting smaller. The operational expense starts getting smaller because it's growing your gross profit. So instead of being 60 to 70, you might be at like 55%. But what are you doing with your daily activity? What is your daily activity do? Is your daily activity giving you anything back to your revenue, or is it just taking more and more and more of your gross profits? Just saying, man. We're trying to scale up. You know what I mean? We're trying to scale up. So take a look at your habits, man. Get it together. You feel me? Because we're not waiting for opportunity. We create an opportunity. We're not waiting for opportunity. We create an opportunity.